do a drug deal somewhere in Cuba.
You think I'm making you do a drug deal? Close.
Through Russian.
I'm gonna make you do something worse. Did you see that girl that Smock sent earlier with the sword? Yeah, you guys are gonna have to do that. I need you guys smuggle swords for me. And that's the type of action I want to hear. Silence, because they've already gone and done it. Good men. Good men yourselves.
No, I
Anyway.
didn't hear you. I accidentally clicked I went to open Twitch
Are you fucking
and I accidentally
serious?
opened the second Discord.
Oh my god, man. You missed what you need to be doing. You need to be going and picking up swords from Russia and kicking ass. Anyway, guys, we're done here, right? Let's go talk about what we're talking about today. Today, we're going to be talking about gaming addictions and like our low points in our life where we were like up at 5 a.m. Playing a game and going, what the fuck am I doing with my life? You know, shit like that. So shall we start then? Everybody give yourselves a little introduction. Everybody already knows who I am, so that's cool. Smock, give us a quick little rundown about you and what you do.
I'm a dude.
That's
Hanging
brilliant.
around here a lot when I'm not at work. Mostly playing. Well, right now, mostly playing strategy games.
What are you playing at
and
the moment?
Some RPGs. And I was the vigilante of the last week. Next, please.
Ash, Destroyer of Lungs. Please explain to us what you do and what game you've been playing lately.
I am Ash. I chain smoke a lot, and last game I played was Darkest Dungeon. I play a lot of roguelikes. That's my thing.
Are you telling me that we have cured you from your Stardew Valley obsession?
Yes, but that was a lot less mentally destroying.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Darkest Dungeon is pretty soul destroying at times, especially when you name them. It's always bad when you name them.
Yeah.
And what about you, Hatter?
Died, like,
Tomix died?
yeah, he died.
Oh man, I can hear the sadness and crying in your voice. It's amazing. How can a game do that to you? All right, and Hatter, what about you? What are you up to, and what have you been playing?
Well, you're talking about the game editions. I pretty much always have the clicker heroes playing in the background.
But that is part of you. That is not a game you're playing.
Yeah, but I've not really been as successful in that many games. I've been like there's been like the Guild Wars, wasn't it? The Guild Wars 2.
Guild Wars 2, yeah, we've been playing that a bit.
Yeah, I've been playing a bit, and of course, like some of the it's been a few days, but of course the Overwatch. It's I want to try and get, as I've said before, I want to get back into playing more kinds of games rather than.
No, I get you, dude. I get you. Don't keep playing RTSs your whole life. Play something else.
Yeah, well, isn't that always the way? No, I shouldn't be playing this. I should be playing that game. I mean, it's always a tricky one. You go game to a game, but you always think, I shouldn't be playing this game.
Mm-hmm.
Why aren't I playing that wonderful game?
Yeah.
Playing that wonderful game, but I'm still playing this one.
I know that feeling.
It's a case of so many games, so little time, and only one set of hands to play the game with.
You know what? I totally agree with you there. I think the government should make it that there should be at least another 4 hours in the day just to play games. I think it's fair. I really do, and I think that we should go to like the Time Lords and be like, "Yo, make it fucking happen."
I'm just gonna ask Cthulhu.
Yeah, well, hey, look, if he can do it, dude, if he can fucking do it, let's do it. Because I'm getting sick of
No,
this
we
whole
just-
spending a third of my life in bed. Fuck
Yeah,
that
like-
noise.
Yeah, and dealing with those tentacles of his, it'll be worth it.
Oh yeah,
Worth the
man.
extra time.
That's fine. It's totally fine.
I am an octopus.
He's a
Imagine
pretty
how
cool
many
dude.
cigarettes you could smoke with that.
Ooh, but you only got one mouth.
Yeah, but he's like giant, so like,
Ah, okay. It's a pretty big mouth. Yeah, that's true. That is true.
he'd just be able to like smoke all the cigarettes on the world.
Maybe.
Great.
But then he'd die.
Well, they ram
He
a
will
boat into
die
his
at
face
some point.
in the book, so like,
Okay.
he's an elder god.
I guess you can
If
get
you
away
can-
with smoking a few cigarettes.
Like, if I, a normal human being, can smoke as much as I do, I'm sure he can.
Maybe. So, Smock, do you want to start us off here and tell us your lowest point and your like little gaming addictions that you may have had?
The most the game that really resembled the gaming experience that really resembled the addiction the most in my history, it would probably be like when I had about 200 hours into Gran Turismo, the first one,
Right.
and then we tried to exchange some cars with my father,
Okay.
and he accidentally saved his game on my save game, so
Oh
I
my
lost
god.
all the shit I had, and I was so shocked that for the next 2 hours I was just staring at the wall like the world stopped for me. I lost all my shit. I worked so hard for it.
Jesus. Oh, that is awful. That was the thing. Was it Gran Turismo 2? Is that what you said? Or Gran Turismo, the first one?
The first Gran Turismo.
Okay, because I played that one as well.
I actually played Gran Turismo 2 before I played Gran Turismo 1.
Oh, right. Interesting. But yeah, I played Gran
Also,
Turismo
I
1 as
have,
well.
Like,
Go on.
I have like 7 or 8,000 hours total played together in Gran Turismo 2, and Gran Turismo 4.
What happened to Gran Turismo 3?
No, Gran Turismo 3 as pets is just so horrible. After like 10 hours, I've decided that no, this game doesn't go smooth, doesn't look well, and the
Mhm.
physics are so damn fucked up. It was horrible. It's a hellspawn that should have never been born.
I say that about Devil May Cry 2. It didn't exist. I completely wipe it from my mind at any point.
You know,
It's
it's
like
you know, it's a great game.
What?
Sonic Boom.
Sonic Boom is fantastic. Okay, it's like one of the best games that ever been made. They had a whole 3 minutes of programming done on it, and it was done. It was perfect. You don't get more perfect than that. Either the code was perfect to begin with, and you can't work on it, and they just put it out there. And I think they were absolutely right to do it.
Yeah, I know, right? Like,
Yeah, it was like such a good
it's
game.
truly a really unknown gem.
It's an instant classic. It's perfect. It's a perfect game. They say a perfect game doesn't exist. I show you Sonic Boom. Don't give me this shit. I know what's real.
Digimon Masters Online is even better.
Do you know what I found?
I really have to at some point make a short stream, like an hour or two, showing you guys how extremely horrible that game is. After playing like 40 minutes of it, it turned me into a cringe lord.
Wow. Feels sick.
What was I gonna say? I played the first Gran Turismo, and I know you can put a shit ton of time into it. I remember going to my friend's house and playing it. We'd be there for like probably 8 hours a day for like I don't know how many weekends playing it. Like we're talking a good couple of years playing it, so I know how long it is. But the thing about the PlayStation was you had 15 games you could save. That was it. After a while, you had to start deleting shit. and that was scary.
15.
Yeah,
Jay,
you had a
please, you're
15
a
block.
noob. What you do is simply getting an 8 megabytes. Wow, it sounds so dirty. 8 megabytes memory card, and then you can save 120 games on a
Oh,
single memory card.
yeah, sure, but except for I couldn't at the time. I could only get a 1 meg because that's how big they were. That was the standard one. I had a bunch of those, but I liked saving some of my games. Plus the fact that like I played Resident Evil 2, and in that game you need at least 6 slots if you want 100% the game. So that was one game, 6 slots on my memory card. I'm going, shit, that's a lot of slots. And then, of course, Final Fantasy VII being another one, Final Fantasy VIII, and Final Fantasy IX. And before the time of actual internet and watching videos, we'd save like around these areas, which is like, oh, there's a cool video going to happen now in a minute. So just play it and get here, and there you go. You start playing it. That's what we were doing as kids. It's like, have you seen this bit yet? It's amazing.
Remember when 5 megabytes could save like a good chunk of your games?
Oh, yeah.
At least a quarter of your games.
Easy,
And
man.
now you need 15 megabytes for one.
If even. You might get one save. I'm kind of looking going, how big are my games in here? And I'm going, oh, GTA 5, isn't that like 50 gig?
Yeah, it is.
This is ridiculous. It's
I have 2
absolutely
copies of
ridiculous.
that.
You have 2 copies? Send me one, brother. I need one. I need to play with you. No, I'm joking.
Well, the games you get now, it's so much in the graphics, and they tend to give so much random stuff that they can load onto your system, and they'll save stuff like skins and that rather than having like.
Yeah. Actually, one of the biggest things in a game is the sounds. They actually take up a huge amount of
Yeah, that is
space,
true.
which is crazy. I didn't realize that. I always thought it was like graphics and textures and stuff like that. But you're absolutely right, Hatter. Like, they add so much now to it. It's like, oh yeah, information of where you're standing, when you save a game. Because that's important. If you don't save that right, then fuck. Your save game's fucked.
Yeah, that's one problem with Morrowind.
Sorry, Hatter?
Where it used to be rather than where it used to be where you had to go to specific save points. Now
Yeah.
you can just go somewhere. It'll remember where you are just by logging out rather just where you're saving on rather than specific save points.
Although you still can't save while jumping. That seems to be the ultimate.
Yeah,
And
on the
there was a
jump,
game
on
you
the
could. It was one of the Tomb Raiders. You could save while jumping. And I'd just be like, right, I'm really annoyed with this level. I'll have her jump off something. And like just after she's jumped, so there's no way you can save yourself from it. You save, and you just keep loading the same save over and over again and be like, yeah, that's it, Laura. You break your neck over and over again. You fucking bitch. Why couldn't you just grab the ledge? Why can't I figure this out? And then I go, oh, yeah, okay, it was just over here. I'd always have to try to do that in a separate slot. Otherwise, I fucked everything up. But yeah, so that's been you put 2,000 hours into those games?
I've spent, well, about 7 or 8,000 hours on just the 3 Gran Turismos.
Right. Let's see, hang on. Out of curiosity, I'm wondering how long that actually is. Not that I disbelieve you. You say you're about
That's
7,000 divided by 24. It gives you 291 days.
Neat, in nearly a year of just playing those 3 games.
Yeah, if you're playing for 24 hours a day.
Man, what am I doing with my... I've played those for years.
Yeah.
I've spent like a year playing Gran Turismo 1, about 4 years playing Gran Turismo 2, and about 2 years playing Gran Turismo 4.
Right. And when your dad saved over your file, how many hours and how many cars did you actually lose?
About 200 hours.
Oh.
I was just starting with the Gran Turismo
Yeah.
1.
Oh god.
And I had about 60 cars in my garage.
Okay. That's and how long would it take you to get all those back? Do you think another 200 hours, or do you
It
think you
took
could
me
do it
about
faster?
140 because I knew
You knew what you were doing.
knew
It.
better about what to spend my money on.
Plus, in that game, didn't you? In the first game, was it Gran Turismo 1 you lost all your stuff in?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you didn't have to go and get the licenses again, at least. Or did you have to go get the licenses again?
Yes, I did have.
Oh, Jesus,
Licenses
those
were
are.
a thing even in the first one.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I remember playing it and going, oh shit, yeah, you gotta get your licenses.
At some point, I was so fast in the Gran Turismo games that a friend of mine and my father's, who's actually a cousin of my uh, of my elementary school friend,
Alright.
uh, brought his PS2 and
Hmm.
his game and his memory card
Yeah.
to just for me to sit there for 2 hours and got all the licenses for him. And
Well,
when racing
that's.
and when I was doing those, he took a look at the gamepad and how I raced, and he was like, "How does he even pull that off so quickly?" He's like never letting go of the
Accelerator?
acceleration
Hmm.
button or never braking. How is he not getting out of bounds? I was pretty automated at that time.
Yeah, I'd imagine once you've done something like that so many times, like, yep, okay, whatever. I know this shit now. That's it. What about
On the
you? What?
same licenses that he had problems with even doing them. He wanted to go on with the game and do some racings, but he did he could with the licenses he got. He wrote those for me to just do the licenses, and I was like, nah, man, that would be boring.
Yeah.
And I just tried to go for gold for all of them. There were like 3 challenges that were actually difficult,
Hmm.
but all the others were like where he couldn't even finish it in time. I was like silver first try, no problem.
Crazy. Crazy that. Ash, you want to tell us about yours?
I feel like I have to trump Smoke now. I'd
It's
have to
not a
say
competition. I just want to hear stories, but okay.
I'd have to say Morrowind,
Morrowind.
which, for those of you who don't know Morrowind, it's the third installment of the Elder Scrolls
Mm-hmm.
series. So it's like two games before Skyrim,
And the
and
first
I
one
got
that
that
actually
game.
was famous and popular.
Yeah, it was a really big jump for RPGs
Mm.
from the West. It was a really good game. I got that game when I was about 10,
All
and I
right.
love it still to this day. So I must have at least a couple years worth. Like I must have like at least 6 years worth of
Playing it.
games
Wow.
of gaming hours just on Mo, and um like I checked my Xbox before stream, and I have at least fucking maybe 600 hours worth on just the one save.
Oh wow. So what you're trying to tell me is you have at least 52,560 hours. That is 6 years
Yes,
worth. Okay, that is believable. I believe you.
it's a good game.
That is a very
I
good
remember
game.
one time I finished the entirety of the game within about 15 minutes.
What? Oh, that's right. You probably don't actually have to go to other places. You don't have to go along the storyline, do you? You can be like, oh, go here,
Um,
kill guy, dead, win.
there is a alternate route, just in
Oh,
case you
right.
accidentally kill one of the main people,
Does that
because you
happen
don't
a
get
lot?
the you don't have like the whole player like character protection.
Right.
So I can easily kill one of the main characters. Go, oh
Oh,
crap! I can't
Jesus.
finish the game now. And when I was about 12, I found the alternate route. You kill Vivek, you get the alternate Wraith Guard.
Okay.
Then you go to the dwarf, and then you can easily have all that.
All right.
So if you can manage to get to the specific town,
Mm-hmm.
get the boots of blinding speed, you can get your speed to about 600.
Right.
Then you just need to get the Hosein's hide, which I know a little bit of a glitch that'll
Okay.
unlock any lock no matter what.
Oh Jesus.
And then you have to jump to Vivek, kill him. Then you have to go to the dwarf, get the Wraith God activated. Then you go kill Dagotha.
And that's it.
That's a mouthful. Yeah.
All right. Wow. That's a 15 minutes from Morrowind, huh?
Oh, you can do it in 6.
6 minutes?
Yep.
Wow.
This is sad.
Why?
Morrowind is supposed to be an RPG and a role-playing game. You're supposed to be immersed with it.
Yeah.
Feel like you're
Doesn't
the
mean you
one,
can't
the
do these
hero,
things.
the one-man army. And then you ignore whole story and just finish it in 6 minutes.
Well, hang on a second.
Play is a legendary hero that finished it within 6 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, I was
Calm
gonna
down.
say you could like you ever like watch a movie and be like, why don't they just shoot the guy and just end this, you know? And then like you could be that guy who just goes, it was that fucking simple. What's wrong with you people? And leave it at that. That you know what? They're the same thing. Why does the hero have to keep going through all these terrible trials and tribulations and getting fucking destroyed all the time and getting back healed and all this other shit and unlocking his true potential? Just shoot the fucker in the face. It's that simple.
Also,
Someone quote that. Someone quote that. Shoot the fucker in the face. It's that simple.
It is that
Tomix,
simple.
looking at you.
Tomix, do it, baby, do it.
the thing about the ultimate truth of Morrowind actually reminded me of one cool thing implemented in Gran Turismo 1, which most players probably didn't achieve, or see or know about until this day. If you manage to get gold in all the licenses in the first Gran Turismo, there's a special mode unlocked. It only houses about 20 cars and 2 tracks, 2 circuits.
Right.
But the reason for why it's so little is that they spent hours and hours of development and a ton of disk space for it, because it's so incredibly beautiful. The graphics of it were more beautiful than the graphics of Gran Turismo 3.
Wow, that seems like a
It's-
kind of
it's-
terrible thing to
so-
do, don't you think?
It's an early PlayStation game that looked better than a PS2 game, which theoretically has a ton more resources to use.
It just seems like it's a bit of a stupid thing to be doing. I mean, if they're dedicating that much stuff to it,
I
and
think
then
it's
they
a
make
cool
it.
gimmick. They showed that they could make a really beautiful game, but instead they decided to make a long and complete game instead. But it still shows off how much potential they had and how much potential the PSX had. And I wonder how many Gran Turismo players actually got it and seen it.
I would imagine not too many, because I don't think they want to be sinking that amount of time into some one game in comparison to a lot of the other games that came out around that time. They probably would have gone around that way. Plus, there was a lot of different types of driving games at the time. There was Colin McRae and stuff like that too. So, I don't know.
Colin McRae is actually just rally. I played that too. It's nice and fun for a while, but I definitely preferred Gran Turismo because of all those different tracks and so many different cars you could drive.
So, Ash, was that the end of your story that you had, or was there more to it?
Hashtag Smoke the Vigilante took over again.
My low point in gaming would have to be recently.
Oh.
Because I remember I put this in the Discord. was when I was playing Darkest Dungeon.
Yeah.
Somehow I managed to have the Shambler summon 14 missions in a row
Oh, Jesus.
because I tend to forget to light my torches.
Oh.
And he wiped out all of my heroes to the point where I'd always have 2 random members, an abomination, and then a religious party member.
Oh, so you can't do
Which
missions?
rendered-
Or you can't put a full party at least?
Yeah, so I can't party to do a mission, so I can't pass a week to get new party members.
Oh, God.
So I ended up with 2 whole campaigns unusable.
Fuck. Man, that game is just so unforgiving. It's really funny, but it's so unforgiving.
And like, this is the best part of this story.
Mm-hmm.
Every single time, without fail,
Yeah.
Tomlix died because someone killed him.
Uh-oh.
Jay, you would end up just dying normally.
As I do.
You would die from a direct hit from the Shambler.
Jesus.
And whoever the third party member was,
Mm-hmm.
between Smock, Joey, or Hatter,
Mm-hmm.
they would die from one of the tentacles.
Oh,
And then I would
Jesus.
always die from a heart attack.
Okay, everyone else is dead. Fuck it, I'm dying. Killing myself. Heart attack.
Yeah, I'd be the last one to survive.
Of
and then
course.
have a heart attack and die.
Oh, God almighty. Fuck, man. That's painful. Watching everybody just go down like that. Like, it makes such a big difference when one person dies.
It really does. I like that. And also, if you put all of your effort into making sure one hero is really powerful,
Mm-hmm.
and then they die, that cripples your entire
Everything by a
town.
lot. Yeah. Yeah.
Like on my current playthrough, I've got 4 level 4 heroes,
Right.
almost level 5. So I'm getting really close to actually being able to do the Darkest Dungeon.
Yeah. I've never attempted it yet, so I'm gonna see what that's like at some point. I should probably stream that again at some point, guys. Just as a jokes.
Yeah.
It'd be a bit of a
Then
laugh.
I have an idea for that one too. You should let us all choose our own skills and name all of them after us.
I do. That's normally how I play it.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's way more fun that
It would
way, I
have to
think.
be an abomination or a jester.
Gestures are fun.
Well, of course, with Darkest Dungeon, if you get
Mhm.
knocked down, you cannot get up again.
No.
And they can easily keep you down.
Yeah, there's that too. Hey, D Jackson, how are you today, dude? You having a good one? Yeah, I mean the thing with Darkest Dungeon is what I do is someone dies and there's another opportunity to hire someone that is the same class as them. I just like go, oh, it's now Joey 2.0. It's his son. Or Joey Jr. or something like that, and just bring them along. It's like, yeah, it's fine.
Naming his son Joey, and then his son names his son Joey.
Yep.
Joey's the Maik, the liar of our group.
You think? Do you think he doesn't have things to sell for you at all? Even if I have the coin?
Hatter is the mud crab merchant.
I haven't met him. I don't think I met him yet, anyway.
Killed the mud crab merchant.
Wow, dude, that's pretty harsh. He's just trying to sell mud crabs. What the fuck?
No, it's a mud crab that is a merchant.
Oh, that's even better! Oh, man, yeah! Hatter, yes, be the mudman or mud crab merchant. Definitely.
I'd tell you why I did that, but it'd be a tangent.
Go for it.
It would
We've got a
strain-
moment. We've got a moment. You're good.
This is completely unrelated to gaming at all. But I went camping one day with one of my best mates.
Okay.
And he's the godfather of my child. Or he's
Right.
the father of my godchild.
Yeah.
That's a weird mess.
Hmm.
But we went camping with his family,
Right.
and I was fishing, just
Mhm.
having a good time. Had a cigarette, and a little mud crab walks up to me,
Okay.
and I paid it no mind, and I had my the hand I had the cigarette in closer to the ground.
Right.
It pinches one of my fingers and swipes my cigarette.
Oh my god.
and then lunges into the water.
Well,
All
see,
any
that's a
of my
stupid
friends
crab.
see is me screaming, "What the fuck?" and trying to jump into the water with my knife.
What the fuck, dude? You better give me back that cigarette, boy.
I have a fear of water, so I can't really swim.
What the
So
hell?
so before I realized, I had started freaking out. So one of my friends had to jump in and fish me out of the water.
Oh my god, dude, what the hell?
And ever since then, whenever I see a mud crab, I just lose my shit.
That's hilarious.
I hate them so much.
That is really funny.
Like I started keeping a kill count on Skyrim on all the mud crabs I killed.
Serious?
Currently, I am at 638.
That's not bad.
I hate mud crabs.
I can understand now why. Hashtag hate mud crabs.
Happened a second time too.
Oh wow.
Not even a maybe 2-minute walk from my house is a little skate park, and it's got a bus stop near it. I'm sitting at the bus stop having a cigarette, and then I see a mud crab walking up to me, and it's like, fool me once.
Pull out the knife again, like, don't fuck with me today, son.
Entered it into the skate park.
Oh. Dude, do mud crabs just like
I
exist
don't-
everywhere around where you are?
No, that's why it's great.
Oh, that is
Because like
that's
it
crazy.
shouldn't have any. It shouldn't be near my town at all.
Right. Does that mean that they either
It's just a
walked
random
there
name.
from water, or did someone like pick them up and be like, right, we're bringing mud crabs to the town, let's go, and they just go straight for it and like, ah, shit. Anyway,
Like, one of the
Hatter,
mud crabs from the place I was fishing came after me for revenge for
of
killing the one
hey,
that took me.
I understand. You just noticed a little scar above his eye and shit like that, and like real raspy voice, and still got like the butt of the cigarette in his mouth. Like, don't fuck with me. You killed my father. Ugh. And that's what happened. So, Hatter, what's
imagine
your
that,
lowest
too.
point?
I'd say like probably perhaps one of the games that I was perhaps like I had a bit of an addiction to I think it was like I think it was like late school year during the college years was Misadventures of Tron.
Okay, what was that about? I've never heard of it.
I think from what I heard, I think it's got like some kind of I think it's got some kind of spin-off of the Gundam series.
Okay.
Like basically like go around. I think you play a kind of pirate where you kind of have your mechs go around just basically destroying and stealing shit, you know.
Hmm.
But like you basically have like this little army of you have all these like little server robots.
Okay.
Like they all have different abilities, like, and it's probably one of my I say it's probably one of my favorite games, but there was one point where like there was a puzzle where like some of them puzzles. One of these puzzles was basically you had to it's like a loader box type thing at a dock, and you had to kind of lift boxes and put them in certain places, and to try and get round to getting all of certain products into your boat that you can go driving them off.
Mm-hmm.
But I could never figure out that. I never managed to get it finished off. Which that's probably one of my low points. Also, I will say I went and checked on the time I spent on Clicker Heroes according to Steam. Only about 2,600 hours.
Is that all? I would expect a little higher,
although
maybe 3,000.
Well, I suspect part of it. I suspect might be. I pretty much always keep it on playing in the background.
Hmm. But that clocks up, doesn't it?
Yeah, but I'm not sure if it clocks up if you're playing that and you're playing other games as well. Like
Ah, I
you know
see.
how you can have a game up and you go loading up a game up and go from saying you're playing this, like you're playing Clicker Heroes to you're playing Rust. You know,
Hmm.
because you switched it to Rust. I'm not sure if it would still count the Clicker Hero times. It
Well,
could
then
well,
you know
it
what
could
you
well
gotta
be.
do. Keep your computer on for about 16 years, and keep playing Kicker
There's
Heroes.
the thing, although it's a bit hard to say that you don't really so much play Click Heroes. It's just something you kind of load up
Mm-hmm.
and you leave in the background because, well, it's basically is just a clicker game. You don't really play clicker game. You get to the point where they can play themselves and you go leaving it be.
Yeah, I know. I know. I used to play. There was a few there. It was 10 Billion Wives I played on the phone. That was pretty great. And what other ones was it? I played Cookie Clicker.
Yeah, that's one of the big ones. Although one of the differences with Cookie Clicker is Clicker Heroes is like a free game, whereas Cookie Clicker was it 1.99 or
Oh no, I always thought that was like free. I played it for free at one point.
uh, perhaps it was originally free, but I think they went on to charge for it. I'm going I'm going to quickly check that because I want to know now. But
Hmm.
Yeah, a lot of games do that on Steam.
Yeah.
yeah, there's another game I got a bit that worked a bit like that.
See, guys,
Like that
this
I used to
these
play a
all
lot on
sound.
the.
Go on.
I was just gonna say there's another game. I did get another game like that, where basically you just leave it be and it's just shooting blocks.
Hmm.
It's basically another clicker game.
See, guys, these sound quite. I don't know how I put it. Tame. Like you guys never mentioned that you stayed up till 4 o'clock in the morning, or that you like skip school or skip college or whatever. So I'm worried about you guys. I think you guys are good people, and I feel like that's somewhat incorrect.
I
You
never
know,
went to fucking school.
I never went to school. I only played games.
I passed
Well,
high school with like 3 hours entirely in class.
That's impressive.
What school?
School? That thing we did, I
What
don't
was
know, like 11 years ago. Oh, you might have done it longer, though, because you can leave school at 16 over in England, can't you?
You can do that here in Australia too.
All right, cool. That's
Well,
crazy.
you usually leave at 16, although at six like actually it's at 16 you can choose to leave early.
Mm.
Although if you stayed until your 16th birthday, you might as well hang it out until after the exams because you've already spent 16 years of your life, you know. So
Mm.
you might as well hang it. Not 16. You've already spent what would it be? Well, it'd be 5 years for the secondary school. You know, you've already spent pretty much 5 years at them. You might as well finish the fifth year. Otherwise, you've gone all there for an education that you didn't really want, but at the end of it, you would get you would get what's the name?
Isn't that
Here in
your
Australia, it's a bit different.
GCSEs?
Yeah.
Yeah, GCSEs
Yeah,
or
that's
whatever
yeah.
it is. Like you know, like before, I didn't have O levels, but like some people, older generations had O levels. I was at a point where I was GCSEs, you know.
Mm.
It's like identification that you can go to the job and say, well, I got these and these two that I got these qualifications. I got to prove that I am, you know, I'm a skilled worker, you know, rather
Mm.
than skipping out early and.
hey Ash, can you feed your bots a little bit quieter.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can you kill your birds?
I don't have any birds. Those
Who
are the
the
ones
fuck
that
is
are outside.
squeaking?
I was sure it was bats. Or was
6
he...
in the morning.
I
so
know,
those are
he's
just
feeding
the
his
birds
spiders
waking
with the bats.
Oh, is that what's going on? Okay, I was wondering. I was like, holy
do
shit,
have
what's that
bats,
chirping?
Yeah, it's just the birds outside waking up and shit,
Ah,
making a
fucking
fucking
assholes.
noise.
Fucking assholes. Go over to your window and yell at them. We'll wait right here
You
until
just
you do
climb
it.
up the tree.
Yeah, just go like,
Climb up the tree, start
just climb
waving,
up the tree, right, and go, do you fucking
start swiping at
mind?
them.
I'm trying to do a show here. Go on,
One
go.
of my mates
We'll
has
wait.
actually done that.
Well, we'll do it.
Because we all had a good party, and we all woke up, and one of my mates was really hungover. The birds started chirping, and he was not having any of that. So he climbed up the tree in his backyard and started swiping at the birds.
I don't blame them. They can be really fucking annoying, man.
Like I'm still drinking at this point. Like I was like, I'm hungover, I'm gonna drink more.
Well, yeah.
So
Hair the dog.
I'm pissed all over again. All of my mates are too hungover to care, and I'm just laughing my ass off. And to end that story, he got stuck on the tree.
Oh, bless. Did he fall afterwards? Because that would be hilarious.
No, he got stuck in the tree. He couldn't get down.
So how did he get down? Is he still there to this day?
I contemplated leaving him there to die, but
We're not
They made-
that
they
bad
made-
of friends.
I am. But everyone else got the ladder.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
On the well, there's always one option. To get stuck up a ladder, leave him there. Okay, like give him care packages of food and that, and then say you got yourself up there. You get yourself down.
Get yourself fucking down, bitch. Yeah, exactly. Occasionally, like throw an egg at him or something.
Food care packages, 'cause you don't actually want them to die. They're friends. But you want to make sure they learn their lesson, which is don't climb that bloody tree unless you can get down again.
Or at least don't do it while you're hungover. You
I
got
like how
some
you
crazy
guys
friends.
went back, tried to go back to the school days to see those addictions and staying up at night or till the morning. We don't even have to go that far. I myself had a night like 6 months ago.
Mhm.
I got Team Park World, a game from like 1998.
Right.
Finally work on my Windows 7 laptop.
Mhm.
And I got so much into it, I didn't even notice when the whole night went on, and I looked through the window at 10 a.m. and it was like, oh shit, it's day already.
Oops. Well,
How do you still have a Windows 7 laptop? That's like 4-5 whole Windows ago.
Let's be honest, like the Windows 8 is absolutely terrible, and 8.1 changes absolutely nothing about it. Then there was Windows 10. On release, Windows 10 was fabulous. It was the greatest OS ever created. And then updates happened. And the Windows 10 got just shit on so much that just before the day one had to decide either you stay with your Windows 7, 8, 8.1, or you update to Windows 10 and then you for free, and then you have no more, the option is no more. I tried going for the new Windows 10, and after 5 hours I just got cancer and a part of my hard drive actually died from it.
did it have any last words? Did it go like, Smock, I want you to understand something. We've had a long time together, but starts like coughing up megabytes and shit like that. It's like, you were always and then it died? Like proper like that? Was it dramatic? Did it go on fire?
Not really. My
Damn it.
computer just started lagging, and I checked the resource center, resource management, and then I've seen like, why is my hard drive constantly working on 100% of the speed? And it kept going and kept going and kept going, and then it got red. The all the dots got red,
Mm-hmm.
and it slowed down, but it still kept at 100%. So it only not only works slower now because it got overheated and burned itself, but I also have like 30 or 40 gig less space on my hard drive
Right.
because
And
it
have you
got
gone
damaged.
to Microsoft about this?
Nope.
You should go to Microsoft and be like,
what?
bitches, what you do to my pooter?
Like they'd care.
They would. They'd
They'd
be like, oh no,
yeah, sure,
we
sue
are
us.
we are Microsoft
Sure.
and we are nice people, so we will give you free computer. And be like, thanks, Microsoft.
Yeah, and they'd give me a fucking Mac.
Wow, that's
And
really
they'd have
nice
to
of them. Those
learn.
things are expensive. You should sell it and get an actual good computer. Oh, did I just
Wait, that's actually a good idea. I
Yeah,
should
see?
do this right now.
Yeah, see? Go do it. Right. Okay, bring up your email and type in complaints@microsoft.com and then be like, yo, bitches, what are up? Had a problem a while back about one of my hard drives in your Windows 10. And then give him the same sob story you gave us, and then it'll be perfect. And then you get a free Mac, and then you sell it, and you get a super good computer.
Also, another thing is that Alien Swarm doesn't, at least on my laptop, refuse to work. Some Steam games refuse to work on my laptop when I updated or upgraded to Windows 10. Whereas when I went back to Windows 7, they all worked pretty fine.
That's strange because it works 10 on Windows 10 is what I'm running, and I've played Alien Swarm with you guys.
Maybe it's a thing about laptops, or maybe it's
Maybe.
because it's my some parts of my what's his face graphics card or processor, and their drivers are not compatible with 10.
Oh, maybe. True, there's that.
I'm not
There's
sure,
that.
but I have to say that I also noticed it on my father's computer that when the Windows 10 was fresh and new, it really was incredibly amazing. But every few months they released an update, and after each update, I've seen my father's computer got slower and slower and slower, up to the point where it's basically slower than my laptop on 7, even though his computer is supposed to be way better.
Interesting.
I was just about to say I've heard that there were a lot of people that said that there were a whole bunch of games that had quite some pretty serious issues with Windows 10 and a lot of the bigger games that they really like to play. Like either it wouldn't play, or it'd keep on crashing, or it'd try to update but wouldn't update, or
You
all
know
sorts
that
of
whole
problems.
compatibility mode? Have you guys used that before? You go
Yeah.
find and you say run
it
as
didn't
Windows.
work.
Run works now.
It didn't work, at least for Alien Swarm.
Okay, works
And I really
now.
wanted to play it that day.
That's a shame. Oh well, I got some good videos out of it, so that's okay. This should be
You
coming
mean
up.
just the 2 videos when you rant about me not showing up?
Yep. Let's
Because
see.
I was at work?
Yep. Oh, they're actually out at the moment. Fantastic. Brilliant. I'm very happy about that now. So yeah, I guess I should
So
get
back
to
to-
my part. Our point of low points of our lives in gaming. So I remember being right. Okay, let me paint you a picture. Right. So I was with a girl for 3 years. Right. And we were engaged. Yes,
Look at
I was
my
engaged.
relationships.
No, no, no. The reason I'm painting this picture is so you understand where I was at in my life. So I had been out of my house since I was 18. I was probably about 22 at this point, maybe. I lived with a girl for 3 years, and we broke up. It turns out she was cheating on me for a year, and we were engaged for a year. So that kind of says something there.
Feels
Um,
bad, man.
yeah, I know. So I kind of lost a lot of my games, and I lost a lot of other things in the divorce. I'm using my fingers for quotation marks. Um, so I was left with this like not great PC, but I'd use that for a lot of my gamings and stuff. And I really I got huge into Eve again at that time, and I was running a corporation in it for like quite a lot. But a lot of these
Oh, which
people,
one?
it was White Knight Solutions. It was called.
Oh, I know you guys. Well, I knew you guys. That shit went. That
For
shit died
reals?
like really quickly.
Yeah, except for
Yeah, I was
we weren't that type of corp. We were a PVE corp.
Yeah, you went. Yeah, you weren't a big corp. I know. I was a
No, we
PvE
were.
corp too. I was
Oh,
actually a
were you?
mining corporation.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
That's sweet. Yeah, no, we just did a lot of missions. We were pulling people's standings up in certain high sec areas. So we'd have like groups of people, and it was all. You'd have two people go in, blow up everything. You'd have a salvage ship come in afterwards, and they'd go grab all the salvage and bring everything else back. And then we go like make different scrap bits. But we got a request for like 25,000 missiles, but they were like high grade missiles and stuff like that. It's like, oh shit, can we really get all this stuff together? And do you know what we did? We managed to actually get it together. We were only maybe 20 people. That was it. But I remember like staying up in a to like 5 and 6 in the morning, no problem, just going out and fucking going out, blowing the shit out of stuff. And some of these missions I did on my own because there would be no one else on. Like some people were in the States, and then there were some people in like other parts of Europe. And like I remember staying up like depressed off my fucking head, but felt like I had some bit of a purpose because I was doing this. And then my friend Ivan, who was also part of the corp, decided to take a lot of the money that we had made and bought himself a ship. And it wasn't even anything good. It was a shuttle, but it was a Goner shuttle. And I was like, what the fuck, man? Are you serious?
Who fucking even uses shuttles?
I know! I know, they're faster than your pod. Oh, wow, that's amazing. But you get one shot in a pod, so what's the fucking point? But the whole thing is, like, I spent days. Like, I'd be up at, like, 10 in the morning, maybe, and I'd go to bed at 5, and then just keep going between the two, fuck all sleep. I was barely eating. I lost a shit ton of weight with it. I just running back and forth, and my mom was like, "Hey, everything okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." Why? It's like, just you've been on it a lot. Just want to make sure everything's good. It's like, yeah, fine. I went, do you know what? I'm not gonna work. Probably not for a while. I kind of need to get away from all this. So I went on the dole as well with it, and I was like, "Oh shit, man, this is getting crazy." So I felt like I was getting paid to play video games. It was wonderful. And now that I'm not doing any of that and I am working full time, I still want to get paid for playing video games. So if you guys are out there and want to fund me on this, go for it. It'd be great. But it was like, the thing about it is, I was in a really shitty place in my life. And gaming kind of helped me with that, I think. I think a lot of people have this idea that, oh no, if you're stuck in your room and you're playing whatever, you know, you don't get out there and you don't meet new people, blah, blah, blah. But I was meeting all these cool people from like different countries and whatnot. And we just hang out and we do our missions. We come back and we get our spoils, and we'd sell on those spoils, and we give out money every week. Everybody hit a payday. It was great. It was
Yeah,
really
I think
fun to do.
I think that's a bit of a like there's a misconception these days. Like people say, "Oh, you go playing computer games. You're just not social." When in fact, like especially now, you know, like computer games are probably one of the most social things you can do. You know, because I mean, it was a point like before it used to be like you might go down to the arcade to play video games.
Sure,
But you'd
yeah.
probably go down with your mates,
Mm-hmm.
like probably like I'm thinking years ago, or you might go playing computer games. What would be one of your favorite way to go playing computer games at home? Having your mates over playing with you, trying
Yeah.
to trying to beat each other's levels
Yeah.
or get a higher score or something like that.
I totally agree with it. And
Uh,
it's funny how evolved we've gotten, especially with the internet. Now we can, like, I'm talking to you guys and you're all in different countries. I mean, like, we've got one chap here who's on the other side of the fucking world compared to the rest
No,
of
I'm
us.
under your bed.
I fucking wondered what that noise was.
I'm in your closet.
I knew it. I freaking knew it. And it was like, shut up and go to bed. It's not even a real thing. It's like, no, there is. I don't know. I feel like it's a big spider or like a snake or something under my bed. But nah, she wouldn't listen to me. And here I have an Aussie under my bed. That's what it was.
Tomix, quote it.
I have an Aussie under my bed, comics. Make it happen. Anyway, guys, so I think that we've all had pretty shitty experiences with these. With games, but also really
have a
good
few.
points. Really good points about video games. And I think
I
that's
have to
important.
point out one more thing before we finish.
Sure, what's that?
That we don't have to look even half a year back to see the gaming addictions, because Ash is so addicted to games that he stays up at night to watch Jay play games up
While
up
playing
until the
games.
morning. Every time he's here, he's actually in Australia, which
Uh-huh.
means that it's dawn right now for him.
Yep. What time is it for you right now?
6:28.
In the morning?
Yeah.
What the fuck,
So
dude?
he stayed
That's
whole
crazy.
night, just his whole night up, just to watch you, and then come for the podcast.
That is crazy. Thank you for your
That's how
dedication and being
addicted
cool.
to games he is.
I do think about games probably
Yeah, no problem.
24/7. Well, it's always a thing that's there in my mind. But I don't think, like, I don't know. I think people have this idea that, oh, you play games, you're shit. Well, do you know what I say to you? Fuck you guys. Fuck you to hell.
Pretty
I
much.
was going to yell that, but I thought, no, I should just get really close to the mic just to be sure. But yes, that is some sheer dedication to us. So thank you very much for all your time and your patience and your awesomeness.
Well, if we're gonna talk about EVE Online,
Mm,
I feel like I need to talk about my corporation.
go for it. You have 2 minutes.
One time, a rather larger corporation, which was like a big industry corporation,
Mm-hmm.
like asked me if I could get a certain amount of feldspar.
Right.
I think I pronounced that right.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while. They asked for, I think it was 20 million units.
20 million, that's a lot. I mean,
They
it's not.
offered me a lot of money. for
Sure,
that.
but that's like.
And I was like,
It's not that rare either, was it?
yee. I got it done, but it got to the point where I was constantly, like, online. Like, I mean, it was constantly mining, going back, and I only had, like, a small little mining barge at this point.
Right.
So, it was just constant back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Yep. What were you using? Do you remember?
It was the basic ore mining barge.
Okay.
And two, I think, mining lasers.
Right.
Like, not the, defaults, but, like, the ones just up from the defaults.
Yep, I know the one.
So, after, I think, maybe 5 days straight of playing, no sleep,
Ooh. Oh,
no food.
Jesus. Wow.
I was, and, like, maybe 5 packs of cigarettes that my girlfriend at the time went out and got me.
Nice.
I eventually got it done. It was all done. And I did this both at her place and mine, because she lived a bit away from me.
Okay.
So I get her to buy me a couple packs of smokes while I was at hers.
Not bad.
So the only few breaks I got were when I was on the way to her house.
Mm-hmm.
And I got it done, and then I basically took like a full 2-day nap. Because I got it done just before I had to go to her house, and then I just napped the whole time.
Right.
At one point, she tried to wake me up for some sex, and I was like, nah, fuck it, I'm sleeping. Fuck off.
She's like, but what about sex? And you're like, what about Eve? Who's Eve?
I was like,
Shit.
And when I got back into playing, I managed to buy everyone in my corporation 3 plexes each.
Jesus, how many people
And
were
we
in
had
your
about...
farm?
We had about maybe 24 people.
Jesus.
It's not a very big one. But I also
No, but
bought
I mean,
everyone
that's...
new equipment, new everything.
Wow.
We got a lot of credits, and then we put some credits aside. And then we managed to buy like 5 whole planets.
Wow.
Well, not
I mean-
buy planets, but we managed
yeah,
to
you could-
get enough money to set up like different like planet
Mm.
harvesting things.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
Like, you know, when you that earned us a bit more money in the long run. The money spent on new ships and stuff, got a lot for mining, the new missiles, all of that. Eventually my kind of charm with it kind of wore off, so I gave
Yeah.
all of the plex that I had managed to save up personally,
Mm.
which was about 20 something plex.
Jesus.
That's
like 6
I
billion.
basically just auctioned them off
Wow.
to people in my corporation. I also gave my ship to the person that I left in charge,
Right.
which is one of my good friends, Son.
Mm.
Can't remember what he goes by in game, but he got my ship, which was named after the Buddhist god of wealth.
Okay.
So yeah, you can imagine it was a good ship.
Mm-hmm.
And that was just like my base mining barge too,
Wow.
but it had like a lot of sentimental value.
Of course, yeah. Mine was the Drake. I always loved the Drake.
And I gave my so I basically gave my ship and all of my equipment and stuff that I had saved up over the time of playing. Just gave that out to people in my corporation.
Mm.
And as far as I know, a lot of them that stayed still use it.
Wow. That's impressive.
Like, and the ones that got better stuff still keep it around.
Mm.
Just
It's a
because, like,
memorial now,
it
is
was
it?
mine.
Yeah. Well, that's nice of them as well to keep it around. Like.
It was pretty good.
Anyway, guys,
But,
I think
like,
we'll
yeah,
finish
I
that, will
was
we?
fucked. I think I almost died at one point.
Yeah, it happens a lot.
Uh,
That happens a lot. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for your time, your patience, and your words. You've been awesome. Let's do a quick shout out for everybody who's been in the room. Seo, thank you very much for being here. Hatter, you need to get on chat again, dude. It's very important. Who else we have? Shut that fucking bird up!
Check this out, Jay
What's this?
and Ash.
Oh no, what is this?
I'll fucking end all of you.
The bastards? Yeah,
Just
dude.
all of you.
We saw that the other day. They're fucking creepy shit, man. I can't stand them. Yeah, we do. We think you're a cool person. I think it's important. But yes.
What you need to do to deal with those birds is all you need a cannon to create a little bit of a noise to scare them away.
A cannon.
And
It's
if the
6 in the
cannon-
morning,
and if-
dude.
And if the cannon should be heading in their general direction, then
True, that's pretty fair.
then that might be a little bit more encouragement for them to perhaps
Mm.
quieten down a bit more.
True. See,
You
the
know.
thing is, now, how far away are your neighbors? Like 30, 40 miles away because you live in Australia? Isn't that how it works? Everybody lives like a million miles from each other?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you could fire a cannon.
I mean, you and Hatter are probably the closest together.
Unless
That's
you live in
impressive.
Sydney or Melbourne.
I live in Sydney. Technically.
Sydney.
I live in West Sydney.
West Sydney. In West Sydney, born and raised. Sorry, I had to. You said West and someplace. You could say anything. You could be like,
Ironically, if you're west of some place, that's always the shitty part of it.
well, I'm in the west of. Oh, actually, that makes a lot of sense now. I'm in the southwest of Ireland, and I live in a shithole, and I can't stand it, and I want to move. So yeah, there you go.
Living near the south or west makes the whole place a shithole.
Mm.
And when you live south and west,
It
like,
makes
that's even
an extra
worse.
shithole. It's like 3 shitholes put together. And I have to fix a certain somebody here. Huh?
Well, while we're working out all the outros,
Mm-hmm.
I'm bothered by Smock and Hatter's images, so I'm making all of us new images.
Oh, I like it. I like it. Yeah,
I have a bunch of references for both, because I know Smock means dragon, thanks to my girlfriend.
Ah,
So he gets a dragon emblem, Hatter gets a hat.
I like it.
Woo!
Oh, so I'm getting something different. Something completely different, eh?
I've never thought Hatter
It'll
would
probably
get
be
anything
on
other
a
than a
bus.
hat.
You chose your name, dude. You
Yeah,
chose
sure
your name.
enough.
J-Dad gets a dad.
Oh, I love it. Hey, try that again,
I get an
Tomix.
ashtray.
You get an ashtray? That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Yeah, let me remove that one. Hatter, or not Hatter. Fucking. Hey, whoa. Yeah, there we go. Tomix, try that again, dude. I want to see if it also adds you, cause I need this. It's very important. Sorry for sneezing. Sorry for fucking breathing. Oh, sweet! I'm on the pillar of awesome in my thingy. Buddies. All these buddies. Damn it!
Why do we have...
I
Why
need
are
to
the
fix that.
podcasts private? Why are the podcasts private?
Huh?
You bastard.
Why is the podcast private?
I'm just looking at your YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah,
Don't
they're
mind me.
private at the moment. They're
Yeah.
private at the moment. They will be fixed. Fear not. Anyway, guys, let's do a quick sound off here. I'm JDad, and I love having you guys around. You can do the Smock. You're next. Oh God.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh fuck. Okay,
Sorry,
sounding off
I said
again.
stop.
Hello, my name is JDad, and I'm sounding off. You guys are great. Love you lots.
Hey, I'm Smog, and I'm sick and spaced out. See ya.
Nice.
Ash. Resident Chainsmoker, over and out.
This is a Hazard signing out.
I love it. I love it. We're getting good at this, guys. We didn't have to wait 10 minutes to figure this out. Good on us. Anyway, guys, thank you very much.
I had mine ready.
You had yours ready. Practice. I like this.
I wrote this and rehearsed it 30 times before
At
we
least
got this
30
podcast.
times before this. Yes, I will be doing probably a more intimate version of the podcasts in future with either 2 or 3 people, depending. Sometimes it's a little difficult that everybody gets their points off. So that's what we're going to do. Haven't decided what we're going to be discussing next week, but we will figure that out in the meantime. Anyway, guys.
I'm gonna sling ideas around again.
Exactly. We'll just throw ideas everywhere as we do. Anyway, guys. See you guys soon. Love you lots. Bye.